What's up, Pirates? It's Ray Talks here with Awaken TCG, and today we have a very, very special video. So, as you guys know, it is Gen Con this week, and we have the finals for the offline Gen Con regional, and we're going to go ahead and get that underway. Both players just got deck checked, they're shuffling. It's a Doffy versus a Luffy. The Doffy won the dice roll, and so Doffy chose to go first. Luffy's going second. This faded matchup. Let's go ahead and turn on that audio. We're going to go ahead and get this game underway. Let's see who wins Gen Con. So first things first, we notice that Luffy's running a serial Luffy. So, you know, he's topped before in One Piece, very high caliber player, as well as the Doffy. You know, you got to be really good at this game to go undefeated with a little bit of luck involved. So,
You got a good number at least, Todd?
and here we go. Looks like they're about to start. This is a matchup I haven't seen too much. So, Doffy turn one starts off with his Perona. So, you know, good start for him. Gets to order the top cards, decides whether he wants the Doffy ability or not for his turn 3. For his turn 2 on 3 Dawn. Or he can always bottom deck as well. Okay, so he ordered them, put them back on top.
Pay one other Nami.
Okay, Luffy starting off with his searchers, so he has a Nami.
You got it. You gotta do it.
Okay, he finds the Rad Beam.
Go ahead, money.
And passes. All right, let's go ahead and see what the Doffy is going to do for his turn 2. So he does 7 leader effect. Ooh, he gets an early 6k body, which is huge. Now that is a great turn for him because the Luffy is now on 4 Dawn. I wonder what he's going to play. He's going to play a Brook, okay. And he's going to swing 6. All right, gets countered out with the 2k. Already high intensity, high paced match. So you go 6 to lead. He blocks for 7. Swings 6 at lead. Looks like he didn't take. So the Luffy now is at 3 life. And he bottom decks the Brook with a 3000 worlds, which this Doffy has been doing pretty consistently. Is on turn 3 when he can play his 3000 worlds. Obviously when he goes first, he's been playing his 3000 worlds. Usually his opponent gives them something to play it on, and so that's been working out real well for him. Now I think personally the Luffy might be behind a little bit. He's on 6 Dawn, so he's gonna go 5 for a rush Luffy. So he goes 6 to Moria. So if he saves the Moria here, he's gonna have to give up 2 cards, and I don't know if he wants to do that here. Put him in kind of a rough spot. Personally, I would just take it, and then he's gonna swing 6 at lead with Luffy, so he's gonna block both of the attacks. Luffy has 7 cards, the Doffy at 3. Okay, Doffy blocks it out. Doffy going down to 3 cards in hand, but it is now his 7th on turn.
Don't even be nervous. Don't even be nervous. We're 8-0. These, look at. Who are these motherfuckers?
Dude, they're watching me. Dude, get the fuck out
Bro,
of here,
bro.
They're watching our dead game.
Alright, man. Stop flexing on me, bro.
That's a flex though, running that stereo Luffy. So he goes Perona for 1.
You deck has rarity. Yeah.
Alright. God, I'm so fucking tired.
Bro, he bought deck by Brook. What do you want me to do? I'm going through it right now. I will celebrate the little.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, searches or orders his top 5 with Perona. Probably gonna leader ability. See what he gets into here. He still has 6 Dawn available, so he's going 10 at Luffy. 10 at the character Luffy. That's a rough spot. He regardless has to give 2 cards. He knows he has a Rad Beam in hand, but he can like guard point, pitch a 2K, or Rad Beam, pitch a 1K. Kind of a rough spot if he wants to save it, but I think if he lets this go, he's going to be in an even worse spot. So he lets it go. And then he goes 7 at lead. And he guard points. Okay. All right, back onto the Luffy. The Luffy is now on turn 4, so he has 8 Dawn with only a Nami on board and a serial Luffy as the leader. But yeah, let's figure out here what his turn's going to be. So Searcher, yeah, can't go wrong with searching. Finds a 5-drop Marco, which he can play and KO a Perona, which might be the play. He's already behind. It's rough. It's rough. It's looking like the Doffy might take it here. I mean, it's still really early on, but he's been having the cards to counter out everything that the Luffy's doing. And it all started with that 3,000 worlds on the Brook. I feel like Brook is a huge card in this matchup to help kill everything. So, leader ability. Swings 8 at Moria. And he gives it up. Goes 5 for Marco. Yep. Yeah, that's about what we expected for him to do there. Now, the only issue is if the Doffy player has a Mihawk in hand and goes 9, bottoms deck the Marco, swing 5 at life, it's looking very rough for the Luffy. So 5 at lead, and then it looks like he's going to go 9 for the Mihawk. Looks like Doffy is still on 5 life, and I believe the Luffy is at 3 currently. So he took and Mihawk. Okay. Things are looking up for the Doffy player here. Although he does have 2 cards in hand, and it looks like that Luffy has a great deal of cards. 5 lead he takes. Machina on the Nami to make her a 5K. I don't know how the Luffy player brings it back here. It's looking really rough. So he goes 5 into lead. See if the Doffy blocks out or not.
7.
Okay, he counters out for 2. Or do you, no, he countered out for 1? Yeah, he countered out for 1. So he swung 5, countered out for 1. So that obviously that card down there in the trash is a Perona. Leader ability on Izo. He's going to swing 5, 6 at Izo, 6 at leader with Izo. Yeah, you definitely take there all day. Drops another Marco. If he has another Mihawk here, I don't know what to tell you. You swing 5 at Makino. Mihawk, the other Marco. You swing 9 at lead. Okay. So he's starting to get his defenses up. Obviously, you know, plays a Doffy blocker, 3-drop 4K, rearranges the top cards in his deck, see if he wants to play anything with his leader ability. He gets a 7K swing off it. But he definitely might have to get rid of that Makino is the only issue. That Makino might be scary. Definitely doesn't want to leave that on board. So this game's been a very, very back and forth. Luffy's finding answers now to Doffy's great start. Doffy taking some time to think a little, seeing what he wants to do. Yep, so he's going to go 7 Amaki, leader effect, brings out a Gecko Moria. Get another body on board. The Luffy can swing at it, but he's already so behind, so him having to waste swings on that is rough. It's rough. Because the Doffy has a Mihawk swing here still, so. And it looks like with the Moria, he grabbed a Kuma blocker. So 9 to lead. And I believe the Luffy's at 2 life, if I'm not mistaken, or 3. I haven't been keeping track. And it's a little off screen there, so we can't see it. While the Doffy is sitting at 3 pretty firmly. So he blocks out with a guard point and 10, and then he's going to go 4 for the Kuma blocker, pass turn. 3 cards in hand, 3 life, with an amazing board. Luffy is definitely behind here, I would say. Let's see if he finds any answers. I wonder if this Luffy deck list is running a Fire Fist, because that would be pretty huge. You could always just Fire Fist both of the blockers, start swinging on the Gecko Moria, really clear board like that. But if we think about it and we go back to the early turns, he did play a Brook, so maybe he is running a couple Fire Fists, but maybe he's just not seeing them. And aside from that, we do know that he has a Rad Beam still in hand. Okay, so there's the Fire Fist. We called it out. Doesn't know what to discard here, so he's going to go... Was that a Fiery Dome? And so he kills both the blockers. And he's going to use his Kuma's effect, which is huge. That's putting him towards lethal range next turn if the Luffy doesn't have enough to block out. So it is very scary for the Luffy here with him having a Pacifista in hand to play off that Kuma. Yeah, he's definitely taking a moment now to think. I would still say the Doffy has the slight upper hand here. But yeah, I think if you're the Luffy player, you have to start swinging at that Gecko Moria. So he's on 5 at lead. And he takes. So the Doffy is now at 2 life. Doffy at 2 life. Luffy at 2 life, I believe, as well. Because he did Rad Beam 2K that last hit of Mihawk, so... Another 5 at lead. See if he's going to block out or if he is going to take. I think in this situation, I think it's okay to block that one out because he is going to swing with Marco again. He's going to swing with Marco again to lead because he's probably trying to set up lethal. So he wants to block this out if he did. Yeah, so he blocks out and then Marco might go for a big Mihawk swing here with knowing he only has 2 cards in hand. He has 4 Dawn up. Maybe he needs to save that for events though, so that's kind of rough for him. Maybe attach 1, swing 7 at the Gecko Moria. Or if he does, for sure know that he can counter out with what's on board with his hand, then just swing at life and set up lethal for next turn. Yeah, he's going just a natural 6 at the Gecko Moria. 3 in hand. But he does still have some life left. So pitches a 2K. Okay. Wonder what his last card is in hand. Yeah, this is an intense finals, man. So looks like he has 4 Dawn up. Hasn't used leader ability. So maybe he's looking to try to swing with Izo here. Since he hasn't used his leader ability. And if he doesn't swing with Izo, I think that's a misplay of not using his leader ability on somebody else. Because he did Fire Fist and tapped 3 right away. So then there's 3 Dawn that's usable for his leader ability. He's really trying to get him down to that 1 life. I don't know. What do you guys think? So yeah, he uses leader ability. One for Mog, one for Maki. Okay, no, he shouldn't attach Rodon. That does not feel good. So 6. Probably gonna swing at the Gecko Moria because with 1 Don up, I don't think he survives in 3 cards. Yeah. Oof, he didn't have the counter for it. Okay. So, I mean, good news is he still has a 9-drop Mihawk in hand. 2 cards in hand. But he has 2 life, right? So, Luffy does have 3 in hand, 1 life, or 1 Dawn up. I'm pretty sure he's at 2 life still as well. While I'm editing this out, I'll have a little, right there down below, I'll have a little text where it shows how much life he's at. I'll make an overlay of their lives. But yeah, man, wow, this game is intense. So let's see what the Doffy is going to do here. Being at 2 life, if he clears board, he's still not in range of lethal. So maybe you clear board here if you know for a fact that. Okay, well, we know one's a rad beam. If it's a rad beam and 2 2Ks, you can do the math, right? Let's say he goes 7K, but he does have 2 life. So I think you have to clear board just to get cards out of his hand. Yeah, 10 at Marco. That way he can't, he's just going to pitch the rad beam because that's probably the only thing in his hand. Is he going to pitch the rad beam? I think you have to pitch the rad beam or you just lose. You have to save if you're still at 2 life, you have to save your at least that Marco. You still have to save at least that Marco. Because then the Doffy just gets to do 7K swing at leader. Oh, 7K swing at Izo. Leader ability, bring out another thing. Okay, so he pitched a Fire Fist. So we know that he has at least 1 more event in hand. I think you finish off the last 2 swings killing the Marco. I think you attach one to Pacifista, go 7. Okay. Yeah, he didn't know what the top card was, so he used a Doflamingo blocker, 3-drop 4K. He's going to order his cards, and then he's going to go ahead leader ability, and then he should still have a couple Dawn up, so 1, 2, 3. So he should still have 6 Dawn up after this, and then it's going to be 3 for the Doffy ability. Maybe he'll swing 8 with Doffy, and then go leader ability, keep 2 up, but he has 6 Dawn up after this effect here. Man, this is intense. If you have a love in hand, I think you for sure have to KO one of the small drops.
Leader effect?
Yep, leader effect 3 at the Marco. Yep. And we know he has a rad beam, so he gets another 6K body on board. And I think if Luffy can't close it out next turn, that is going to be GG. He's going to have to pitch a card here. Yeah. Rad beam. And so he has 1 card in hand. Let's just go 6K at the Marco. Yeah, that's a safe. Yeah, so he saves them. And so Luffy now is at 0 cards, which is not the spot you want to be at because you can't win here. If he has love in hand, you just don't win. And now you don't have no Maki knows, no Mogs. 1 random card you're going to get in hand, which can't really do much in this situation. Yeah, I think the Doffy has it. I think that's game. Let's go ahead and see what happens, though. He goes 5 lead. He does have a blocker, but I think this first one's okay to take. Just in case he has a Luffy in hand. If he top deck a Luffy, it could be scary. But he has a blocker. I think it's a safe take. I think it's a safe take. I'd personally take it. You can still love next hit. You're still going to be under that threshold. You still have one life if he pops a mark, or if he top decks a Luffy, a rush Luffy. So you'll still be able to use your blocker on the Marco or on one of the Nami or Izo swings.
Indeed, good sir.
Because you have to think about it like this. He has to attach 6 Dawn, 3 to Nami, 3 to Izo to get 2 5K swings off. So let's say he pitches Love here, draws a card. He swings another 5 with Izo, blocks it out with that card he drew with Love, if it's not a dead card. But, okay, so he does end up taking it like I was explaining. So 5 to lead. Now, hopefully he drew a 1K or a 2K from that life. Okay, so he's going to block that. Which is fine. The early block's fine. Because he still wants to swing low. Has not used leader ability because he has not played anything. He can't take it from the Nami. Has to be arrested Dawn. Which is the only issue here. 5 at lead again. So he has 4 Dawn up. And he's swinging 5 at lead. Oh, he took. Oh, I mean, that's fine. If he has a Love in hand and like a 2K or a 1K, the Marco goes 10K, he just blocks out, right? Yeah, he has it. Yep, Love. He had it. The Doffy takes it. Yep, just swing 19 at lead with Mihawk. How do you want to end it? He's playing it safe. He is playing it safe. Oh, I think he still has some life up. That's why. But with 1 card up, there's not much. So he's playing around Jet Pistol. He's going 7, takes. Goes 9, takes, and then he had no life. GG's. Wow. That was an intense match. But overall, I think that was pretty easily won by the Doffy. The Luffy didn't have much. Wow. All right, that's going to be the end of this video here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Go ahead and let them enjoy their moment. As you know, this is live. Go ahead and switch this cam real quick. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys love the content that we have been dropping. We're dropping daily videos every single day. It does not stop. Appreciate you guys for all the views and everybody that's subscribing. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel down below. Comment down what your favorite leader is. I want to know what y'all favorite leader is. And then we got a giveaway coming very soon. I'm setting that up as we speak. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace.